Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be telling you what exactly do you need if you want to work at the port. So what is the port, what is port work, and what are the things that you're going to be required in order to work there? We're going to explain everything in this video right now. The first thing that you should understand is what is port work. So port is like an actual seaport. So if you see these big ships over here transporting these big containers right over here, those containers got to get off the ship onto a truck and they have to get to their destination. How do you get there? All you need is a truck driver. And if you're not a truck driver yet and you want to be one, then you definitely need to get your CDL license, and the best way to do that is to go to the best driving school in the entire country, and there's only one school that fits that dimension, which is Driving Academy. So give us a call, 908-525-3609, or take a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. So let's talk about the port work itself. So the port work is actually driving your tractor with what they call a chassis, which is this is what it looks like here, which is going to be empty, into the port itself. You're then going to get loaded from the boat directly onto you, or sometimes it goes from the boat to a staging area to you, depending on how busy that they are, and then from there you drive it out there. Now, where are you going to be driving to? Depending on what kind of port work that you're working at, and also depends on the company, depends on how it kind of the logistics of everything works. Some companies have a holding yard close to the port, which means that they have daily drivers. All they do is they go back and forth from the port and drop off the trailer at the holding yard, port trailer to the holding yard. Other companies actually pick it up at the port, and wherever that trailer or that shipment's going, you're going to go all the way to wherever that's going to go, whether that's local, regional, or all the way halfway through the country. So either which way, port work can be exciting. There's a lot of different opportunities out there. And the port work, the pros are that pretty much it's never ending. The ports are never going to stop. The ports are always going to keep growing, and the only downside of this is ports usually, when they were first designed, were not designed for so much traffic, which means unless you know your way around, or unless you get there super early, a lot of trucks are going in there at the same exact time, which means picking up a load can take up to 4 hours waiting in traffic. And if you're a truck driver, you know most cases you're not going to get paid by the hour. You get paid when the truck is moving, which means it can affect you. However, if you're doing like a local run, in most cases the local guys will get paid by the hour, simply because the company knows that, hey, we can't really affect the traffic or not, but we're willing to pay you for the hour, pay you by the hour. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take you to go. So those are some pros and some cons for the port work itself, and the pay is actually pretty good as well, and it's constant, right? Now, what is required if you want to get a job like that? One, you're going to need to have a CDL Class A license, and if you need that, we already told you, you have to come to our school here. Give us a call, 908-525-3609, or take a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. The next thing you're going to need to do is get a TWIC card. So you can do that before or after you get your CDL license. But in order to step onto an airport or to an actual seaport itself, you must get a TWIC card, which requires you to go through a whole background check. To do that, you can just go to any fingerprint locations near you. You can just do a quick search on how to get a TWIC card, and it's going to pop up a whole bunch of locations. Usually it's done by the TSA itself. Whether you get fingerprints, they'll do a whole background check on you to make sure you're good to go, and you're not going to be stealing some valuable cargo off these ships, because they want to make sure that everything is safe when it comes to ports and a lot of different people, right? The other thing that is probably going to be a good option for you is to get a hazardous material endorsement. Depending on what is getting transported in those containers, you might be required to have a hazardous material endorsement, which means if you don't, you might limit yourself on what you're actually able to transport. How do you get a hazmat endorsement? One, you're going to have to go back to DMV and take the written test. Make sure you study, because it gets super technical. Every couple of years you are going to have to renew the hazmat depending on the state that you're in. And then with that hazmat, you're also going to have to get your fingerprints done as well. Now you're going to say, hey John, well, I just got my fingerprints from the TWIC card. Can't they just use that? Unfortunately, no. We live in an economic country, which means they want to make money. So that means you got to pay for the TWIC card application, and then you got to get fingerprints again for the hazmat endorsement for your actual license. So as long as you have your CDL Class A, you got your TWIC card, and you have a hazmat, you're golden. You're golden to go, and you're ready to rock and roll and get yourself in that port itself. So if you are interested, give us a call 908-525-3609 or check out a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.